Good morning. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Good morning, everybody. We are live. Sorry, I'm a little late. Some technical difficulties. But we're back. My Ninja Trader crashed at home. Had to restart my computer. But we're back. We're back and we're good. All right, audio checked. Seems like we are good. Camera check. All systems are a go, folks. Let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Good morning, Niles, Traderist Chick. Good morning, Vincent and Ella, Timbo, Best Guest Trading, Jim O, Vic Viter. Good morning, Gutenberg, Microplayer, Jack Wiley, Darren Koss, Carolina. Good morning, Carolina. Jake Dell, Jim, Bruce Lee, Mr. Wall Street, Bobby 619, Jim in the Web. G-Foz, Terry W, CP Trader, Golf Guy Mike, good to see you. Citizen Zero, Jay Persky, good morning. All right, we are seeing a move lower here, right off the open. This is kind of, we do have some support here at the 300s, 310s, so let's see. Pretty hard rejection off the 400s, so see if it can keep going. I'm finishing my Nutty Bar. Which, yes, I did go buy Nutty Bars. Am I on my laptop mic again? Hang on. I think I was. Okay. Testing. Can you guys, is that sound better? Testing 1, 2. Is that sound better? Hopefully. Do you dye your hair so it's more orange? MAGA Musketeer. No, I do not. No, I do not. But I will say, the more that I'm in the sun, my hair does get kind of bleached when I'm in the sun a lot, and it makes it look more orange. Every time I would spend winters in Ohio, my hair color would get darker. But now that I'm always in warm climate, I don't know. I might turn into I don't know. It's probably the white background too, but by the way, I got a haircut. I got a haircut from my favorite guy here in Florida. So let's go. I literally called him yesterday. I called him yesterday because all of a sudden I thought about it. I'm like, oh, dude, I could get a haircut from here in Florida with my barber that I love the way he gives me haircuts, and haven't been able to find anyone up north. So I call him up and he was like, "Oh man, he's all booked. He's all booked, you know." And I told him I was like, "Oh man, I'm so disappointed. I was just here for a short trip, and I'm going back up today." And he is always off on Tuesdays. He's never in the office, so he told me, he's like, "You know what? I usually close at 7 o'clock, but if you come in right at 7 o'clock, I'll give you a haircut. So that's what we did. He earned a fat tip for that. So let's go. Good morning, Clyde. Good morning, Clyde. How we doing? Tick Hound, good morning. No, I did not move to Florida permanently, Tick Hound. I'm just here for a short stay. I'll be leaving tomorrow morning very, very early. Matty Matt, I need to paint this room. Well, this is not the room I will be streaming. This is not the room I will be streaming from, so this is actually our entertainment or game room is where I'm streaming from right now, but I won't be streaming. My office is actually downstairs. But this is interesting market so far. Overnight session, had a decent session in the overnight. We again got our $800 on our Tradify accounts. Let's go. I will say I'm starting to get nervous. I'm starting to get nervous trading those accounts, which is not a good sign. As we get closer to that payout, you start to pucker up a little bit. Hey, good morning, John. How we doing? That's some tall hair. Yeah, I know. I spiked it a little bit high this morning. Looks like I look like a wild man Dan. You're going to buy a new setup for down there, or are you going to just bring the other one? No, I'll be buying a new setup, Matty Matt. I'm going to have a whole new setup for actually, okay, so I'm going to buy a new desk, new monitors, everything. The only thing that I will be taking back and forth between Ohio and Florida is my PC. I will have the same PC, but switch it between locations. Feel like that's easier doing that than trying to, I don't know, especially with when you have different products, you have to register it to a certain computer. I don't know. I think it's easier that way. All right, market being very choppy here. Right here would be a very tempting short. I might actually take this. I'm going to have my stop above the 365s here. I mean, we've been struggling to get above that, but really would love to see a retest of the 315s here, but we might get stopped here. I don't like this. No, what did I do? Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay, I accidentally added instead of using it as a stop loss, but let's just pretend like I did that on purpose. Let's pretend like I did that on purpose. I did not mean to do that. Dump it! Market, bail me out. One time, make a mistake turn into profit. One time, market. One time, can we dump? Come on, dump it. Dump it. Do it. Oh, do I just close it? Uh-oh, I didn't like that wick. Okay, I'm out. That was interesting. I meant to do that, guys. I meant to do that. For real. Yep, I just outsmarted the market. Did you guys see that? The market thought my stop was right here, but it was actually just me DCAing. Instead of getting shot in the tick, we added at the top. Take that, market, and put it in your pipe and smoke it. Look at it. Look where I got filled. Oh, let's go. It's about time I learned how to DCA. Oh, man. That was all part of the plan, guys. Don't worry. Funny, I just looked up trade day for the first time. Same building that my office used to be in. No way, on trade day. That's crazy, John. Wow. Man, I'm glad I got out of that trade. I'm so close to payout on 7 accounts, I had to take the day off. I feel that, Matty Matt. I feel that. Yep. Dan Taloy Dan, how we doing? Good morning. Yes, that was news. Wow, look at this thing just pump straight back up. It is wild. Look at her go. All right, I'm very curious what happens here at the 400s. If we sweep the 400s, it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the 400s. Hey, Black Coffee Trader in the house. Good morning, Black Coffee. How we doing? How's Ohio right now, Black Coffee? I gotta say, I'm ready to go back home to the family. I'm missing my wife and Cody. It'll be good to be back home tomorrow. Oh man, this thing is just gonna rip straight back up. That's crazy. Man, this thing is pumping. What a pump higher. I've no. We got very lucky that we made money on that trade. We got very lucky. Actually, no, it was all skill. The weather is awesome. Nice. I heard that right now in Ohio the weather is beautiful. So, yeah, it's definitely warm here in Florida. Today I feel like is a little bit better, but I heard the exact same thing. He has much experience with hair. I heard Joom is cutting hair now in Sarasota. Dude, guys, John, can you imagine just randomly walking down the street in like anywhere, just randomly walking down the street, and all of a sudden I'd be like, wait, that's Joom, and go, Joom, is that you? he he would he would probably turn into a fire hydrant or something. It's like, not today. You ain't gonna find me today. Good old Joom. He disappeared on us. All right, we are pushing the 395s. We are trying to push through the 400s. Wow. I forgot a very, very important thing today. I forgot, you know what? I forgot that the market only goes, what? Yes, that's correct, classroom. Everybody together. Everybody say it together. The market only goes where? The market only goes higher. Yay, good job, classroom. That is your first grade teacher impression, eh? We're gonna start having classroom sessions. Market only goes where? Uh that's all we'll talk about every single day. We'll start teaching him at 6th grade level. At 6th grade level, we'll start to teach everybody market only goes up. we're going to create a generation where they will be great day traders because the market only goes higher. All right, market. Let's see if we get a pullback here. I mean, this scares me a little bit because this legitimately could now just dump. So, but I am going to look for a long here. It's kind of stupid not to. All right, coming back down, testing that 15-minute opening range high. I might scale down to 1 micro and take a little stab here at the bounce here at the 15-minute opening range here. All right, we're just 1 micro only. We're gonna be a little flexible here. Manual stop here. I'd love to see this thing rip back up to the 390s. Right here, we want to see this thing rip. I'll take profit at the 390s probably. Pump it. Come on, market. Just don't. Just rip it. It is kind of holding here. It's trying to hold, but struggling now a little bit. Do we DCA again? Oh dear. What have I got myself into? Hey, good morning, Brad. Tate, good morning, Tate. Neo, good morning. Design Knob, good morning. I don't think I said good morning. All right, let's see if this 365 level will hold. It's testing it once again. I mean, I could add right here at the 355s. But this looks like it's going to rip back up, I think. Here we go. There she goes. Now rip it. 390s. Let's see if we can get that pump. That's it. Now get through the 380s. Come on. This thing is struggling to get through the 380s now. Come on. Go. Market. I'm not sure I like this. We'll hold. We shall hold. Okay, right here. Got to do it right here. Got to go. Yay, we did it. We did it. Let's go. All right. Nice, nice, nice. Bounce right off of that 15-minute opening range high. I do like that play. Is Apex payout 6 days now, Mr. Pushup? Not that I'm aware of. 8 days as far as I'm, unless something happens that I'm not aware of. Also break, oh, hang on, I gotta check something. I am so sorry, I am terrible. Hang on. I need to check something. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, hang on 1 second. No problem, Mr. Pushup. I see you doing great, so I really think the issues was the old house. Well, I was trading better like the last 2 weeks. I've definitely been trading better. Um, Hopefully we can keep it up. I will say these Tradeify accounts, these 5 Tradeify accounts, I don't know how, man, do we take another? Nope. We don't take another trade here because we failed to make new highs, even though we could, but I'm not going to do it. But man, I'm starting to feel it on these 5 accounts. We're $1,600 away. We basically need 2 more days of $800. 2 more days of $800, and we can request a $15,000 payout with Tradeify, which would be really, really nice. Oh, I could buy a new PC with that. I am going to upgrade my PC, by the way. And then I'm going to hand down my current PC. Kevin will get my current PC, and I'll get a new one. That's just how the pecking order works. That trade was good for a box of Titleists. Yes, Jim, that's right. It was. But I might take it a little bit slower on these Tradeify accounts. Actually, here I'll show you. I did not like how I traded those Tradeify accounts, and I'll show you guys. I'll show you the Tradeify accounts from last night. There were some red flags. There were some major red flags on how I traded those accounts. First of all, I started taking these little baby gains. Anytime that I start taking baby gains and I don't allow the trade to work in my favor is always a bad sign of things to come. It means I'm too vested in my trade. Well, and then here I took a couple of baby gains. I took another long trade here at the 331s. My original target for that account was the VWAP. I had my target set for the VWAP, and we had this little wick here, and it scared me, and I ended up taking another baby gain. And then this was the bigger issue. I shorted right here, and then I DCA'd. I DCA'd right here, and anytime I DCA, it's just not good. It shows that I'm not willing to take a loss, and I had I had my stop above the 400s on this trade, which would have been like a $1,600 loss. So, yeah, I don't know. Wait, what is going on? Whoa, what the? That was news? Jeez. Well, I'm sure happy that I was not in a trade. I mean, did it just, what? Somehow it just gapped down? Sorry, guys, I wasn't watching that, but what happened? How is that even possible? Man, I think, was there a gap? That's so crazy. Man, I want to short this pretty bad. Ooh, I almost took a trade on my Tradeify accounts. Oh my goodness. Can you imagine if I would have taken a trade on my Tradeify accounts with 2 minis? Oh my goodness. It didn't gap on NQ, ISM, just lag on Ninja. That was weird. That was some wild news. But I see a gap here, and I tried to refresh the data, and it still shows it. Man, I might take a short here. Oh, it seems too volatile, but man, I'm tempted to try to capture this. But wow, what a... And that was on the news for ISM news? Jeez. Yeah, if I reload historical data, it still shows the same price. And I actually can check my live account. Because I have an actual live account that I can check. Okay, the live account does not show... Doesn't show that gap, though. So it must be a data issue. It must be a Tradeivate issue, I think. Tradeivate or NinjaTrader issue, because on the live account, like that, on my personal live account, it doesn't show that. Wow, that was crazy. It doesn't show. I'm just looking on my phone. Man, I'm so tempted to take a short here. Do I do it? Do I do it? Oh, I want to do it. So that was ISM news. Yeah, usually the ISM doesn't affect the market that much, so it must have been a pretty big unexpected numbers, I guess. What happened to the market only goes up, best guess trading. Well, you just have to wait to say it at the right time. Okay, I'm gonna pull the trigger here. I'm pulling the trigger. I don't know. I'm just gonna take it. We're gonna scalpy that one a little bit. Feel like this is also where it could trap the shorts, so I'm just gonna get in and out. Oh man, I was only on one micro again. Shoot. Well, okay, whatever. I did not mean to be on one, but forecast was 50.5, actual was 50.1. So it really wasn't that big of a miss. Relax, this is just a speed bump on the way to shameless new highs. It's true. It's true. Orange Man's gonna fire whoever really. All right, now this looks like it's gonna continue lower. I'm curious. All right, so if we look at, I mean, the 280s, you know, 23 280s kind of have an area of support. Obviously, we still have a lot of support here at the 310, 300 area, so we could just see this thing bounce again. But I do feel like this. Look at the daily chart. This candle here from yesterday's very interesting. Looks pretty bullish to me. And trying to rip it back up here. There she goes, ripping it. See, now I want to go long. This looks like it trapped the shorts to potential. Wow. All right. Man, right here is where I would go long. I'm not gonna do it. This is just very volatile. Let's just wait. Let's just wait. Sorry, I'm messaging back and forth here. Okay. Okay. Man, this is getting very choppy here. Hey, I am Adam. Good to see you. Thank you. Trying to stay green today. Trying to stay green. By the way, guys, just an update or announcement, I guess. Announcement. QuantGuard is doing a special promotion for 50% off. 50% off your first month. So if you want to give QuantGuard a try, and again, they will be adding Tradeify or Tradeivate. They'll be adding Tradeivate as an option very soon. I would say within the next 3 weeks. So 50% off QuantGuard if you want to try it out, and that is using my code NBT. So if you want to try it out, great. I have personally, I love it. I love QuantGuard. I love the fact that I just love that I can go in and lock my accounts. Once I'm done trading, I can lock them out, and then it doesn't even cross my mind to keep trading. I'm done. I'm finished, and I go do other things the rest of the day. So I'm trying to convince my son to go. We need I want to go to the beach one time before we go home. How long does it lock? For the day. So if you lock yourself out, it locks it until between 5 and 6 o'clock when the market closes. That hour that the market is closed is the only time that you can go in and change your settings, and it will unlock yourself and etc. But yeah, between 5 and 6 o'clock is when it will unlock. Basically at the end of the trading day. But until then, it is foolproof. You cannot you can try everything you want. You will not be able to trade. And ask me how I know, because I've tried it. Okay, 315s. This is starting to look very dumpy. I'm very, very glad that I did not take this long. That was, man, I'd be very upset. They support Rhythmic. I am Adam. So right now, QuantGuard only supports Rhythmic connections, but he was just approved to also, he was just given access to the Tradeivate API, and in the next 2 to 3 weeks, Tradeivate accounts will also be able to be connected. So you can do basically all the same settings with Tradeivate and with Rhythmic. I can't wait. I think maybe just maybe, that is what will get me over my take profit trader curse. I'm hoping. So it's 50% off the first month right now. That's the promotion that he's currently running, is 50% off the first month. So basically, try it, for 50% discount. You can try it out for a month, see if you like it, see if you find any value in it. Because it is, I mean, I don't think, like, it is a little bit expensive on the per month side, maybe, but me personally, I find it definitely brings value, because these Apex accounts that I just took a $20,000 payout, I can say with very, I am sure if it would not have been for QuantGuard, I would have blown those accounts. And basically it saved the accounts, and I was able to get a $20,000 payout after. I mean, that pays for it easy. But I currently use it as a way to lock myself out when I start to get on tilt mode, or when I reach a certain target where I feel good about my day, I lock myself out. It just prevents me from getting bored. Sometimes I get bored in the afternoon. I'll get bored in the afternoon and I'll just start to take some boredom trades. And those boredom trades can turn into an ugly, ugly nightmare. Is it possible to lock the account when you are still in a trade? Best guess trading. Man, I'm not sure. I've never tried to do it. There is a link to QuantGuard, right? Should be below in the description below. Should be a link to QuantGuard. Need that demo account. I am not 100% sure you can lock yourself out in the middle of a trade. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I would recommend it because I'm not sure what it would do. But I guess you could try it. That does not sound like a good dilemma to be in. Man. Man, I think this is gonna dump. This looks like it is gonna dump. If we lose the 300s here, if we lose the 300s, this thing could really nosedive. Hmm. I mean, it's trying to bounce here. It keeps trying to make these bounce. Like, it's trying. It keeps trying, but Alpine said he's getting quant guard. Yeah, I know. I've talked to Alpine a couple times about it, and but which I guess, yeah, he does have a lot of rhythmic accounts. He has some trade of 8 accounts. Wouldn't do it on purpose. Just wondering if you did it by accident. I have not best guess trading. That's actually go to a demo account and try it out. I am Adam. You think we're going to the moon? We could, but I mean, if we keep this 310, if it keeps holding, we definitely could. We definitely could just rip straight back up. But that news event was weird. Especially considering that usually that news doesn't move the market that much. And the fact that it moved it that much just kind of makes me think we might be in for a red day. I don't know. But, market only goes up. Oh, here we go. 300s ready to be tested. Everybody hold on. Oh man, this is so tempting to jump in short here, but I'm not going to do it. There she goes, down below the 300s, 298s. Now let's see if this is going to wick it. There's a chance we just wick through the 300s and now rip it back up, but it's got to happen fast. Wow, here we go. 295s. 295s now. This just doesn't feel like, man, I don't know. It's pretty volatile. It's 1019 and the market is pretty volatile right now. Usually by this time the market has died down quite a bit. Seems to be a little bit on edge. Man, do I want to try to short this right here? Because I'd really, I'm so tempted. Retest that 15-minute opening range low, and then we go lower. Man, this is volatile. 310s. Okay, here we go. It just, is it gonna dump or not? Is it gonna dump or not? Oh. Man, I just can't pull the trigger right now. PW has his twin brother on his stream. Yeah, I saw John. He actually does. He was saying that it looks like a. It's like a mixture between Rips and Patrick Whelan, and it's actually true. It's actually true. Uh, News showed tariffs had a big. Oh, that's why. GFOS, thanks for that. I appreciate that. That makes a lot of sense now. That makes a lot of sense on the news. Even though it wasn't that big of a mover, it was a big deal because it showed tariffs have had a big impact on imports, and imports are down 5.8%. That is interesting. That makes a lot more sense now. You're something else. Oh, all right, market. I feel like I should have taken that short, but I hate when I trade scared. I don't know why I do sometimes. You know, when I trade scared, I've realized one thing I have realized is, wow, look at this. See, right here's exactly what I was looking for, and I'm just trading a little bit scared. One thing I have realized is I trade scared or more scared when I'm actually on a winning streak. And it's weird, but it's the reverse psychology that's like messing with my head. My thought process is like this. If I'm on a current hot streak and trading well, then I'm like, I know it's about to end, or I'm always thinking, every hot streak is going to end at some point, and I want to ease into it, and I want to try to. It's weird. I don't know why, but then I start trading more scared, um, instead of just pulling the trigger on trades that I like, trades that I see. Just take the trade, man. Right there, should have taken the short at the 303s. Retest of that 15-minute opening range low, retest of it, should have gone short, but whatever. That's how it goes. Trader, have you seen his girlfriend? I don't think. Yeah, I don't think so. That's Timu. I have trouble pulling the trigger when we are pushing new daily lows. Okay, I see GFOS. I mean, I feel like, um, here's the thing. Like, if you're seeing the market the right way, like if you're seeing it correctly, then you should be pulling the trigger, right? That would make sense. No MFF accounts. I have not, John. I am going to, though. I will be adding, by the way, I guess I'll tell you guys first, but I have officially partnered with Funding Ticks. I'll be adding some Funding Ticks accounts, and I do want to add some My Funded Future accounts as well. So I just haven't had the time. I should be doing it. I actually should do it today so I can get a traded day in. Man, I'm still. It always takes a couple days of recovery for me when I lose an account, like that My Funded Future accounts. We lost those accounts, and I always give myself a couple days before I just go back in. I need a little recovery time. If you loved NQ at 23,400, you'll love it later next week at 22,000. But I'm looking at the scale accounts, John. I don't know if you've looked at the My Fund the Future accounts, but I feel like the scale accounts are definitely the ones to get. They make the most sense. Yeah, I might, Dabda. I'll sign up for some accounts at the airport. Wouldn't be the first time. It would not be the first time. Yeah, Dean Bishop. It's so weird, but that's kind of true. I need a little bit of time to mourn my lost accounts. I need a moment. I need a couple days of silence. Silence. I kill you. Couple days of mourning, and then we can move on. That's too funny. I wish you this. I love Take Profit Trader. Many payouts from them. I had a few pro accounts, and being the idiot I'm traded. Oh yeah, John. See, yeah, I just don't. I don't know. It is what it is. But losing an account that way, that leaves a very bitter taste in your mouth. Like for real. That is different than just like when you just blow an account because you were an idiot and you blew the account. That's one thing. But losing an account because you had it, you entered a trade a little bit too soon after news, or even worse, if you had a open order somewhere after the 5 o'clock after 5 o'clock closing, Take Profit Trader will just close your account. So that is a different kind of frustration. Like I can handle it if I was just an idiot and I just blew the account because I was an idiot. Like, I mean, I don't like it, but I feel like that's better than that way. That would really irritate me. Do you guys remember? I'm sure some of you do, but do you guys remember when Take Profit Trader had the 50 trade max rule on the pro account? You couldn't take more than 50 trades a day. And that included a open position was a trade and a closed position was a trade. And they once closed my accounts because I took 52 trades in a day. And it was because I entered a market order on 3 contracts and it filled it at a different price, and then they logged that as a separate trade, even though it was within seconds and milliseconds of the same entry. That, man, I'm really glad that Take Profit Trader eliminated that rule. They eliminated that rule probably a year ago, but I was so upset. I was not a happy camper. It's a stupid rule, but it's well known. I know it is, John, and I know it's your fault. Like, it's technically, but it's just so annoying. It's a different feeling. You know what I mean? It's just a different feeling losing an account like that. It just doesn't quite seem fair, even though, it is fair. They state the rules very clearly, and they just don't have any tolerance for. I mean, if you're 2-3 seconds too early on a trade, they will close your account. It's just they have zero tolerance, and I mean, it is what it is, I guess. It is what it is. Man, look at this. Now it's trying to just rip back up. The question is now, are we going to just see this thing continue lower the rest of the day, or should I be looking for some buying opportunities? So right now we're seeing a nice little pullback, but that doesn't, man, we do have that 260 level is definitely a good support area. I mean, the next area that we have really is the 200s. And we could definitely see the 200s today. We could definitely see the 200s today, but we could also see the 400s. Do you recommend anyone to take 50 plus trades in a day? Okay, 50 trades in a day seems like a lot, right? But here's the thing. If you trade micros, right? Like, listen, hear me out. If you trade micros, and let's say you trade 4 micros, right? You enter, that's one trade, all 4 of them at the same time, right? So that's one trade. But now you get out at 20 ticks on your first target. That's another trade. 20 ticks on your next target. That's another trade. And 20 ticks on the next target. That's another trade. And then the final one. So that can be 5 trades. And that's just one, like, so that's literally just 5 trades if you go with that scenario. That's why the 50 trades it seems like a lot, but the way they calculated it back then, it really wasn't that many. It really wasn't that many. But we don't have to worry about that anymore. You can trade to your heart's content. But I don't usually trade, like, it is very unusual for me to trade more than 10 trades a day. Like 10 trades a day for me is a lot, I would say. I guess, I mean, on one account. Hey, Rad Poker in the building. How we doing, Rad Poker? Good morning. If I was trading today, I would have to give a short another shot. Yeah, even right here, like we came back up, we tested the 9 EMA and just immediately dumped to new lows. So it is definitely feeling very bearish, but prop firm rules are not designed to make you a good trader. That's a myth. Yeah, I'm actually kind of the opinion. Like I know this is a hot take, maybe, but okay. Let me rephrase the question. Let me because it's actually a really good discussion point. Best guess trading. I feel like if you have your own account, right? So if you had your own account, let's just for argument's sake, let's say you have a $3,000 live account. It's your own money, $3,000 of your own money, and you are going to trade that $3,000. What would be like you don't have any rules, but would you put in any rules for yourself? Like, or would you just go 10 contracts long and if you blow it in 10 seconds, it's fine? Because like that, and the reason I bring it up, like, and I understand that prop firms is not your own money, and that is why we get to be more aggressive with it, and it makes sense to be more aggressive. I get that. But if we're having an argument on if it will make you a better trader, here's one thing I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you that you are not going to become a better trader if you full port and YOLO prop accounts. That is doing zero to your trading skill set. Like you are not going to benefit at all. You're actually, it's going to make it worse if that is your, if that is the way that you trade and you just go full YOLO in evals and in funded accounts, then you are not going to get any benefit in a live account because of that. So, and the reason I say that is because, yes, some of the prop firm rules, they, I don't, okay, my opinion is the prop firm rules are not there to, I don't think they're there to really make you a better trader. I think they put in rules and guidelines to prevent people from gaming the system. That is where the rules are put in place. But I do think it's possible that those rules that are put in place to prevent gaming the system, that actually can also be a benefit to how you should be trading, because it's basically eliminating people from trying to YOLO and just YOLO accounts. That is kind of what they're targeting when they put in the rules. So it is kind of a little bit of a give and take, because, for example, I'm just going to use Apex as an example. Apex has that 30% drawdown rule where it's annoying, right? It's annoying because as prop firm traders, we want the ability to just go long, on a $2,500 drawdown account. We want to go long 5 contracts and just hope we get there. And if it doesn't, we blow the account. We don't want to take that actual risk and have risk management because we're not used to it. But in reality, that is what you should do. And if you talk to anybody in the trading scene that's been trading for a long time and they have zero trading history with prop firms, right? So find someone that doesn't trade prop firms at all. Okay? I challenge you. Find someone that doesn't trade prop firms at all and they trade futures, and see what kind of rules and parameters they use on themselves in order to be profitable. And what is interesting is some of those rules actually line up and are very similar to the same rules that some prop firms have. So I don't know. I think that's the. I think you can. I think there's two sides to the argument, because obviously, from a prop firm perspective, prop firms are not here to like help us. I'm not believing that. Like, prop firms offer a very, very unique opportunity, and they offer us a great opportunity, and opportunity cost is return on investment is great. But a lot of those rules are put in place just so people don't abuse the system. And that's really what it is. It's not there to help you as a trader, but it's there to protect them from being, someone gaming the system, so to speak. But I don't know. They kind of coincide together. All streamers are blowing accounts every week, which is fine. I'm guilty too, but in reality, that's terrible risk management. Yeah, it's very true, TK. It's 100% true. And I do the same thing. Like, I will do it too. I mean, you guys have seen it. I've blown accounts. Now, I guess, I don't know. This is where I always ask, you know, do I trade? Like, there are times when, I don't know, I think there's a difference, because sometimes we go on tilt and we blow up accounts. That is part of trading. That is the biggest obstacle and mental hurdle in trading. It is very difficult. And if you're learning how to trade, that is going to be your biggest hurdle in trading. And it doesn't matter if it's a prop firm account or if it's your real live money account. You're going to struggle with that regardless. I would rather struggle with it with a prop firm. And I would rather learn how to harness it and control it in a prop firm. But here's the problem. If you're doing it with prop firms, but you don't care, and you're not actually trying to improve that aspect of your trading, basically, you only take winning trades. That's really what it comes down to. People just take winning trades only, and they would rather blow up their account than take a loss. that is where the prop firm strategy, or so to speak, whatever, that is where trading prop firms is really, really bad. It's really, really bad for your actual learning curve with learning how to day trade, because if you would rather blow accounts, if you'd rather blow accounts than take a loss, that is where I cringe. And there are times where we go on tilt, but there's a difference between going on tilt and blowing an account versus someone that just doesn't care if they blow accounts. Like, they don't care at all blowing accounts. They will just continue doing it and do it until they get on a hot streak. But they don't, I don't know, if they refuse to take a loss, and they just want to rather blow the account than take a loss. But again, and like, if people do that, I'm not saying it's bad if people do that, but if you transition, basically, if you transition then into a live account, it's not going to help you, if that makes sense. Like, everything that you did trading prop firms, just throw it out the window. You didn't really learn any skill set. The only thing you learned is how to extract money from prop firms. You didn't actually learn how to trade. There, I feel like there is a difference. And I kind of teeter on the edge, because I mean, that's why, I want to be better. I don't want to blow accounts, and I don't think anybody wants to blow accounts, but I do care. I do care if I blow accounts, and I definitely don't like it. It irritates me and it frustrates me every time I do it. And I feel like I'm taking a step back in my progress every time I do it. But it is part of it. But blowing accounts would be part of it if you're trading your own live money. If you weren't trading prop firms and you're being honest and transparent about your journey, you're also going to blow accounts in a live account. So blowing accounts is part of it. But if you have your own live money, you would only have the ability to blow so many accounts, and then you would run out of funds, which, it would be short-lived, way more short-lived than prop firms. Meantime, this market is just continuing to go lower. That's crazy. My brother texted me this morning. I gotta text my brother back. Man, this thing is dumping. My brother texted me this morning, and my brother texted me this morning. He said, rejection off 400 was pretty violent. I'm going to go short 2 micros and try to hold all day long. Wish me luck. I hope he held. I hope he's still short, man. Let's go. He did. He just let's go. Let's go. Red Rover in the chat. Let's go. That's a 6 short from the 400s, man. That's awesome. This is an absolute dump. Man, look at this move. Today's again one of those days of missed opportunities. I was so tempted on a short here at the retest of this opening range low, but we didn't take it. We did not take it, and we are now 100 points lower. Now, if we go to, this is the daily chart, so We do have some support at the 100s. But man, I don't know what this wants to do. This is the 60-minute chart. Definitely feels like one of those days where you don't want to step in front of this train, at least not for now. Right now, we just watch this thing rip lower and don't really want to jump in front of this. Wow, look at this continuing to dump. We are ripping lower, down below the 170s now. Wow. Addicted to trading, got to get into the charts to be good later. Yeah. And the market only goes up. Hey, the market only goes up until it doesn't. Activation fee? No, there is no activation fee, John, on funding ticks. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy to be official partner with Funding Ticks. I'm supposed to make the announcement soon. I'm supposed to, which I will. But I saw on Twitter, like a lot of people are speculating that Funding Ticks is like paying influencers a lot of money to promote them. And just, I mean, I can only speak on my contract, which it isn't even a contract, but my deal with them is literally the only difference is my percentage of commission was the only thing negotiated. That's it. With no, I mean, it's really not that much of a difference. It's not, unfortunately, I'm not getting paid X amount every month like some people were speculating. I wish. I mean, maybe some of the big influencers are, but I'm not at that stage yet, unfortunately. Carolina, just invert the chart. Problem solved. uh, is this gonna? Could have shorted the 23,400s and paid for a new pool. Oh, don't remind me, Matty Matt. Come on, man. It's true though, Matty Matt. You know it's true because these five Apex accounts we could have, because that is money, uncapped payouts, and I don't have any consistency rules on those 5 Apex accounts. So technically, you're right. I could have gone 5 contracts short. How much money would I be up if I went 5 contracts short at the 390s? Let's just do math and torture ourselves. Let's do math and torture ourselves here. I like to torture myself every now and then. So we're how many points from the 390s? And we're at the, let's just say 160s. 230 points. $25 per tick. That's $23,000 times 5 accounts. That's $115,000. Booyah! That would have perfectly paid for the pool. I'm not kidding. The pool would be paid for right now if we would have done it. Dang. Ah. Isn't that crazy? Could have paid for a pool this morning in literally how much time? From 10 o'clock in 50 minutes, I could have paid for our pool. Man, we missed out, folks. That's not a healthy way to look at the market, though. Please don't do that. That is not how we want to look at the market, but that would be pretty sick. I'm not going to lie. After tax. True. Hang on, let me take tax off. Stupid tax. Stupid tax. I tell you what. Yeah. We would have had to hold. Or a new Lambo, or a down payment on a Lambo. Guys, I'm never getting a Lambo. I'm gonna say, I'll say it right now. I'm not a Lambo guy. Can you guys imagine, in the community we live in the community I'm at, if we would drive a Lambo, it would be the end. It would not be okay. Ah, man. You must be in the 60% tax bracket. Definitely not. There is no such thing as a 60% tax bracket. Uh, your order, so I'm actually going to have a lawn care guy take care of our lawn, at least for now. Gigaric. I know, we were talking about that earlier. Uh, all right, market. I mean, I feel like I'm not sure what to do here because I'll be honest, I don't feel that comfortable taking shorts, but I should. Right now, this thing is just, it's a dump fest. Really? I have another dentist appointment August 12th. Who made that decision? Was that my idea? I do have another dentist appointment August 12th. And the Amish Lambo never gets old. I love that. Do you choose monthly or lifetime fee on Apex, Melvin? I always use monthly because of how I trade my Apex accounts. Um, I trade my Apex accounts pretty conservatively. I am not really that aggressive on my Apex accounts, so it's kind of weird, but I actually trade my Apex accounts probably as close to how I would trade a live account, um, as I would. Man, is this going to give us a short opportunity here? Or I don't know if I'm going to take it. I'm actually curious. How many days have I traded my like these new Apex accounts, the newer ones? How long have I traded those accounts? 40 days. 40 days. We're on day 40 of trading those accounts and we're at $3,400 in profit. Yikes. That's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Man, do I take this short? I'm not. I just don't know why I'm not pulling the trigger, but I'm not. Hey, Artie Trades, good to see you. Nature photographers, thanks to the channel, I am looking at buying new golf clubs. Hey, that's not for that's not because you watch the channel. I don't. That's because you. That was all you, is what I'm trying to say, nature photographers. Let's go. Let's go, nature photographers. That's awesome. That's awesome. my my dentist watches your stream when you take a payout. He schedules you an appointment. He did ask me one time. Actually, the dentist assistant asked me what I do for a living. Such a weird, such an awkward question. You know, for 90% of the human population, it's a very standard question to ask people. Hey, what do you do for a living? You know, it's pretty standard question to ask people. Kind of a like passing question almost, you know. I hate when people ask me that. I'm like, well, here's the thing, you wouldn't understand. My neighbors probably I guarantee you my neighbors are probably like, what in the world does this guy do? I see him mowing the lawn during the week. Like, he doesn't work, obviously. And he's like, what does this guy do? You should tell him. Nope, Red Poker. Honestly, when people tell me I do investing, that's kind of what I tell people. I'm like, I do some investing. And some people are like, they look at me like a dog listens to a high pitched sound. It's just like, huh? And then other people are like, oh, really? And then they want to know more about it. And either way, it's you can tell either people, like, you can tell that people either are like, oh, that's cool, or like they usually respond with, like, you can tell, like, oh, okay, that's cool, and they actually want to know more about it, or they respond with kind of a, okay, that's weird. And they're like, yeah, that's shady or something. You can just tell. True story, it's all me, but it helps to justify the new clubs if I tell my girlfriend that it was suggested by a professional. Yes, use me as that guy, nature photographers. Which, can I ask, which golf clubs are you going to buy? I can say I'm the IT in the sales. Your neighbor, and now he's planning to do a pool without working at all. Yeah, right, Melvin, right? I put in a pool, now they're like, yeah, I don't know. This guy's probably a drug kingpin or something. I promise I don't sell drugs. I promise. They probably think that. I'm sure there's all kinds of rumors. Price is breaking up through. I don't know. See, this could be the start of. Okay, hear me out. If this is actually a down move, this is what's going to happen. We're going to see kind of this rip higher. It might go back up into like the 220s right here. And then that will be the determining factor on what happens today, because we might shoot up through the 220s. And if we then roll over and make new lows, look out. Look out below. Could be in for a big, big down day. Or we make a move to the 220s, we pull back, we fail to make new lows, and then we just go right back up to the 400s like nothing ever happened. That's the other option. Red Poker. Oh dear. I'm not sure this is, I should be able to click on this or not. See, I knew Red Poker. I knew I shouldn't click on that link. That's not safe, man. Currently looking at the Callaway Elite Triple Diamond Driver. Ooh, I like where you're going with this. or the ping. Actually, okay, if you're asking my suggestion on drivers, I would definitely go with the Callaway driver. Callaway driver, I mean, I've tested a lot of them, and I've I've just, at least me personally, I feel like the Callaway I could hit. It seemed to be more forgiving. Um, that's just me, but I would definitely go toward the Callaway route for my drivers. Then for irons, I mean, you can. I think Taylor. I really like the TaylorMade irons, but you know, hey, each to their own. But if you're asking my opinion, that's what I would do. But hey, there's a lot of good irons out there. The Titleist, they have some really nice irons as well. But Shane Gillis, he's hilarious. Wow, look at this. We're not even getting to the 220s. Jeez. Jeez Louise, we might rip this thing down. Feel like a short here would have been a good play, but oh man, I actually, what time is it? It's 11 o'clock. I'm not going to stream too long today because I actually have to go do laundry. I got to do laundry, and I want to go to the beach yet. And we are leaving like early tomorrow morning. So I want to get to bed early. And hopefully we should be back home around 9:30 tomorrow. So I will be streaming tomorrow, but it will probably be like 10 o'clock before I am able to go live. Wow, look at that. That was a trap for the shorts. That was a trap. Now we're going to go get that 220 level. There she rips. When am I going to mentor? Never. I only mentor myself, and I just talk to myself, and you guys get to listen. I'm not qualified to be a mentor. That's the honest truth. Oh, laundry, beach, all without working. Yep, my neighbor's definitely gonna keep thinking I'm in drugs or something. I think here's the pushback up. Yeah, I think so. Okay, testing the 200s right here. Man, this is interesting. Why is my phone dying so fast? Oh. I'm gonna go launder some money. Is that what you said? I don't know what you're talking about. This is what the daily chart looks like. But on a serious note, every day I think of how lucky I am. I like, no lie. No lie. I am very fortunate, very blessed to be able to do this, and to think back in my days when I was doing construction. I had jobs where I was working some hard manual labor, man. I know how that is, and man, I would die within a week. I would die within a week if I had to do that again. But I could. You know what? It's actually something I tell my wife always. I'm like, I think this is just more of a mindset than anything, but I always try to remember, like, you have to be humble enough that you would be willing to take any job that is required to provide for your family. Because like that's the truth. Like, if I mean, if it's legal, obviously, well, let's clarify that. But let's say this, let's say trading, this whole trading journey and whatever you want to call it, let's say this just completely falls apart. Completely falls apart, goes to nothing. Like I still have to mentally be prepared and willing and ready to go work in, whatever, in a manufacturing facility, whatever, and do manual day labor for $20 an hour. If that's what it takes to provide, that's what I got to do. So I think that's a good mentality to have. And someone else, somewhere I saw a quote. I saw a quote and I was like, dude, that's so true. I should have saved it. I should have saved the quote and I didn't. I wish I would have. I'm going to try to rephrase the quote and how I remember it. Oh, actually, yeah, I would start a lawn service business. True, Dean Bishop. That's my backup plan. I like that. I like that. I would do that. Have a great day, everyone. Need to take the car in for service. I'm getting warmed up so don't have an issue bending over. John, if you're still here, John, have a good day, man. Have a good day. Drive an Uber to stay grounded. Yep. No, but someone mentioned something that they can tell a lot about a person's character with how they treat the Walmart greeter. Like the guy in Walmart that greets people, they mentioned that their point was you can tell a lot about a person's character about how they treat the person that is the Walmart greeter. And honestly, like that is actually so true. That is actually so true. If you talk down to people that think that you think like if you don't even acknowledge that they exist, like some people will come into Walmart, they don't even acknowledge that they exist. Like all it takes is just a very brief smile is literally all it takes to acknowledge that they exist and or their server. Very true, Carolina. Very true. It also says a lot about people of how they treat their servers. Exactly. I agree 100%. His royal trades. Do you watch the guy? Oh man. You can also tell a lot about someone's character if they put their carts back into the cart place or not, in the cart corral or not. Oh, that is so true. I assume you watch the guy that all he does for content is he goes into Walmart or Target or whatever different parking lots and he finds people that don't put their carts back and he confronts them. It is hilarious. And the cart narc. uh, I'm always nice to them unless they ask for a receipt. That's funny. But it's so true, though. It is so true. But isn't it funny that the people that don't put their carts back, when he confronts them, not all of them, but a lot of people get so offended and they get so bent out of shape and mad that they got called out. And it's like, it's even further proof that you got issues, man. If you don't put your cart back where it belongs, like it's like that, or pick up trash after yourself. Simple things in life. Doesn't, it's and it's funny to me how those people then get mad and upset. It's like, yeah, you're just proving the point. But that guy's off. That guy's hilarious. But some people do. Like some people, they don't put their cart back and the cart narc shows up and then they immediately like, oh, okay, that was me. You can tell some people probably just having a bad day or running tight on time, but whatever. Either way, okay, I am starting to seriously consider taking a short here. We did it. We did it, Mom. We took a short. Oh, you are kidding me. That was okay. Never mind. That was a bad fill, but I wanted to get the fill down here. Okay, whatever. Let's just keep going lower, market. Dump it. Dump, dump, dump. Do it. I might just. I'm not going to get greedy on this trade. I'm just going to take my money and run. Run. But I do think this can go way lower. There she goes. Oh, Nutty, you should have held, Nutty. Why are you being so timid? Oh, you are. Oh, that was a good short, man. Mrs. Nutty Bar. Oh, no way. Please. Oh, snap. Wait, I got to text my wife. We have to verify that this is the actual Mrs. Nutty Bar. Is the actual real Mrs. Nutty Bar in the chat? Hang on, we have to verify this. This has to be verified. If just FYI, if you are not the actual Miss Nutty Bar and you're in my chat, I will ban you. Just saying. And if it's the real Miss Nutty Bar, okay, we're verifying. We're verifying, folks. She came up for air when I said pick. She said, "Did you just say pick up after yourself?" Okay, we got to It is her. It is. It's the actual Miss Nutty Bar. Okay, this has been a long time coming. I have been streaming for how many times? How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for 3 years almost. And this is the first time that Mrs. Nutty Bar has made an appearance. So everybody, round of applause, thumbs up in the chat for Mrs. Nutty Bar. Let's go. Let's go, chat. I want to see all the thumbs up right now. Please don't call me out, Miss Nutty Bar. Please don't do it. Oh man, we might have to end stream here prematurely. She's just checking up on her new house. Yep, it looks great. It looks great. Welcome to the nut house. I love it. Oh, let's go. All right. Well, I'm happy that I got out of that trade. See, if I know Miss Nutty's watching, I'm going to get nervous. I don't want to take a loss, guys. I better pick up after myself in that new house. Okay. I mean, I pick up after myself if I need to defend myself here. For the most part, I pick up after myself. I mean, there might be times here or there that a sock gets, kind of lost in the shuffle, so to speak. Um, I better stop. I better stop while I'm ahead. I better just stop that whole conversation. Uh, Lo-Fi Studio asks, "Do you also love Nutty Bars, Miss Nutty Bar?" I seldom have seen her eat a Nutty Bar. I don't think she likes them that much. My my wife is way healthier. She eats way healthier than I do. So, but she buys the Nutty Bars. That's very, very important. Can you confirm this nonsense? No, no, she cannot. Don't lie. Oh man, I'm so in trouble. You know, I am gonna go do laundry, and I just realized I don't have any hopefully that laundry place has soap, because I know how to do laundry though. For real. I do know how to do laundry, I think. Unless it's a weird washing machine or something, I can do my own laundry. I'm not I'm not handicapped. I can make my own laundry. I can make an egg, you know. There's some things I can do. Okay, market. This was interesting. We had a little dip and a rip. The question now is, are we going to just rip this thing right back up, or is this actually going to fall apart here or not? I'm tempted to take another short here, but I'm can I make an egg? Okay, I can make a scrambled egg. Yes. Yes, I can. I can make an egg and cook my laundry. It's not that bad. It's not that it's not that bad. Guys, you better be on your best behavior, chat. When Miss Nutty Bar is in here, you better be on your best behavior. You know what? Hang on. We need to, first and foremost, we need to do something very, very important. Give me a minute. He can cook better than he can do laundry. That's true. That is true. I hate doing laundry. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Okay. Type in the chat again, Miss Nutty Bar. Do it. Type in the chat again. Just type in the chat and do a test. Is this a good time to talk about June? No, it is not. Laundry is easy. No, dab to see, laundry is annoying. Laundry is annoying to me, but if I was in charge of doing laundry in our home, I would probably have a new, I would have a, there'd be a new rule. Everything you have to at least wear twice, okay? Unless you're like sweating, if you're working outside and sweating, I get it. Let's wash the clothes. But if you're working inside, you're not doing anything, wear your clothes twice. Let's save. Surely that somehow saves the planet. I'm sure there's some kind of theory out there that that would save the planet. So, hey, let's go. Miss Nutty Bar is officially a mod. Now, Miss Nutty Bar, what that means, you can ban anyone in the chat that, you know, isn't behaving. If they're not behaving, you can ban them. Go ban all you want. I have no restrictions. We love ourselves some fresh bans. We haven't banned anyone in a long time. It's been a while. Do I sort colors and whites and do the no, see, I cannot fold the laundry. I I mean I can fold the laundry, but it's not done right, okay? So I might as well not fold it because it's not done right, so my wife is going to redo it anyway. Does that include banning meat? John, who do you think Nutty Bar's barber in Sarasota is? It's June. I found him. I found him. He's a barber in Sarasota now. Just kidding. It was the same one. Yeah, John, I think so. I think she could ban you, John. So I bribed him to become a mod. I was trying to remember that. How did that actually start? I'm not even sure. I think it actually might be true. Oh man. All right, market. We're just kind of going nowhere. Hanging out here at the 23,200s. I am really, really considering. If I want to, do I want to take another short here? It's a little bit nervous because this has been holding up pretty well. This could just rip straight back up. I don't think I'm going to take it. I'm actually pretty happy with where we're at for the day, to be honest. We have a nice green day, and Design Knob banned you. Yeah, that is true, John. Design Knob did ban you for no reason. And you had to, oh, I forgot. I do remember now. He banned you for no reason and he made you pay money to get unbanned. You know, the more I think about it, the more I like that kind of, that's actually not a bad business plan. I start banning people and you have to pay me to get unbanned. I might have to run it by the executive team. Yeah, Frank Martin. That's kind of what I'm think. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. That's kind of this trend higher is kind of holding up. Um, but right now we're definitely in a downtrend, and I feel like if this rolls down, if this breaks the 175s, I think we make new lows. But you know, it's a bearish day, man. It is a bearish day for sure. I expect everything from Design Knob. Design Knob is a very unique individual. I have some unique mods. I love all my mods in a very special way. Some of you guys are a little more special than others. And here we go. I'm just gonna watch this go lower and not do anything about it. Oh well. You know, I've been trying to get Miss Nutty. One of these days, we're gonna get Miss Nutty trading. I want to see Miss Nutty. I want to see her. I want to get an account for her and see her take some trades. She might be a better trader than I am, to be honest. I don't know. That would be awkward. That would be very awkward. All of a sudden, if she was a better trader than I was, that would. I guess we could do the first ever husband and wife co-stream duo. He loves us, but you make sure everyone else wins your rigged duck races. Hey, those duck races have been audited multiple times. Duck races have been audited multiple times, and they have always come through in flying colors. Has she ever tried, Carolina? No, she hasn't. No, she hasn't. And but here's the thing: I need to find like a new prop firm because I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble of having two accounts in the same household. Um, so there are some prop firms that I haven't tried that she could definitely sign up for, and it would be fun. I think it would be great. I'm trying to think which, uh, like, if she would be. I think she would be super cautious. She would probably trade like 1 or 2 micros and be really cautious and take it really slow. I think that is how she would trade. She would be responsible. She's definitely she's definitely the responsible one in our of the two of us. Get her the one you can't pass. Oh, maybe I should get her to trade my take profit trader accounts. There's a thought. She could do Top Step. That's true. She could. She could. I mean, I had an account with them. I mean, I don't right now, but I've signed up under Top Step, so I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know if they care about that or not. Okay, well, I'm seriously thinking about ending stream here and getting my work done. Go do the laundry. I'm gonna have to drag my 12-year-old out of the house and get him to go to the beach. He thinks it's too warm, but we're gonna go to the beach at least one time while we're here. Where trying to think where we should eat. Lucid. Well, I already have an account with Lucid. So man, I wish I did see, guys, that Lucid Trading is now offering. Well, no, they will be offering Project X. Oh, I was so disappointed that it wasn't Tradeovate. When I saw the announcement, I was like, oh, please let it be Tradeovate. Nope, it was Project X. Wah wah. I actually, I mean, I haven't really been broadcasting this at all, but I actually do still have one account with Lucid. I still have one remaining account with Lucid Trading, but I'm not going to get more until they have Tradeovate. I really want to. I want to wait till they have Tradeovate before I get more accounts with Lucid Trading. But I really like Lucid Trading. Lucid Trading is so similar, very similar to Tradeify. Very similar. Yep, that's what I want to do, John. I want to go out to the beach, go in the ocean. I know the water is really warm, and I just want to go out and enjoy the ocean a little bit. And I'm going to definitely be searching. I'm just going to go where a lot of other people are because I am a little bit scared that a shark is going to be there. But I feel like if I go where a lot of other people are swimming in the ocean, then the odds that the shark will target me is less. I definitely don't want to be swimming somewhere in the ocean where there's like no one else. Because if I'm the only person there, if there's a shark anywhere in the water, they're definitely going to come get me. So I just need to surround myself with people that look tastier than myself. That's my theory. It's a very sound theory, to be honest. Very sound theory. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. As long as you're not the slowest person. Yeah, it's true. That's true. Definitely true. I feel very confident I will not be the slowest. I know what. I'm gonna take my 12-year-old and we're gonna watch Jaws together first, and then we're gonna go in the ocean. I'm just kidding. I would not do that. I'm kidding. He's probably listening to this and now he's like, yeah, Dad, I'm definitely not going. I'm definitely not going now. Just don't wear a seal costume and you'll be fine. But what if the shark is attracted by the fact that there are a lot of people there? Well, it could be, but my argument still holds water because if the shark is going where there's a lot of people, if there's 20 people around me, there's a big chance that he's going to find someone else that looks tastier. It's just a higher probability that it won't be me. That's all I'm saying. You know, I've got a 1 in 20 chance that it won't target me. If it targets me, you better believe it. I will put up a fight. I will go for his eyeballs first. I'll punch his eyeballs straight back into his brain. That is my self-defense strategy. Let's hope we don't have to go there. I'm not sure why we're even talking about this, but as you can tell, I've thought things through. I have definitely thought about it, and I've got a game plan. If it needs to get to that point, I've got a game plan. That's what the other 19 people are thinking too. Nutty has decided to sacrifice the 12-year-old. It's clear. Not true, not true, not true. Oh man, you guys are terrible. Oh man. Ah, all right. I actually think I'm gonna call it a day here, folks. I'm gonna call it a day here. Go convince my 12-year-old to go to the beach with me, and then we have to do laundry. So your plan is to outswim your 12-year-old. Okay, I'm not a monster. I would save my 12-year-old, okay? Oh man. We better end this conversation before it gets any worse. All right, I'm going to call it here, folks. Thanks again for tuning in. I appreciate it. We will be back tomorrow from Ohio. We'll be back in Ohio tomorrow, and yeah, I'm very excited to be coming home to. I miss Mrs. Nutty and Cody. It is gonna be great to be back. So, all right, take care, everybody. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, and I hope I see you guys tomorrow morning. It's probably going to be a little bit later stream, probably around 10 o'clock before we go live. So, oh no, Tyler, we're just heading out. Hi and bye, Tyler. All right, everybody, take care, and God